It was a silence so deep, it felt like a song. It was a truth that needed no words. It was nirvana, heaven, and home, all at once. He felt held. He felt known. He felt that despite the war, despite the bomb, despite the death that was rushing toward him at supersonic speeds, everything was right. The light wasn't burning him. It was embracing him. "I am here," his soul whispered. "I am finally here." It was the most serene moment of his entire existence. A beautiful, golden calm that washed away every fear he had ever known. But the world below was not calm. While his soul floated in that ocean of peace, the physical world was being unmade. The heat of 4,000 suns was vaporizing his city. The shockwave was flattening his home. The chaos was absolute. Then, the beautiful quiet was interrupted. A shadow fell across the light. A silhouette rose within the mushroom cloud, blocking the view of that perfect peace. Amaterasu. She was not the source of the peace. She was the wall that slammed down in front of it. She looked down at the man who was drifting into the arms of the Creator. "Not yet," she commanded. Her voice shattered the silence. It was a jagged tear in the perfection. "The light consumes," she said, binding him to the earth with chains of gravity and duty. But the shadow remains. Hinomaru reached back toward the beautiful quiet. He reached for the peace he had tasted for that split second. "Let me stay," he pleaded. "I belong there." "No," she commanded. "The hell is not empty yet." Then the silence broke. Karakom! The beautiful quiet was replaced by the roar of the apocalypse. The sanctuary collapsed. The heat hit him. 4,000 degrees of thermal radiation. Hinomaru opened his mouth to scream, but he no longer had a mouth. Chapter 1. The Silence and the Hunger Location. The Ruins of the Temple of the Sun. Outskirts of Hiroshima. Date: August 6, 1945. Character: Hinomaru, rising sun. It was quiet. That was the first thing he noticed. The roar of the blast was gone. The screaming had faded. Now, there was only a profound, heavy silence, like the world was holding its breath. Ash fell from the sky, but it didn't look like destruction. It drifted down softly, like gray snow in winter. The light filtering through the dust clouds turned the air a bruised violet and soft orange. It was surreal. It was hauntingly beautiful. Hinomaru stood amidst the shattered timber of what had been the Temple of the Sun. For a moment, the archaeologist in him just watched the ash settle on the ancient stones. He looked down at his hands. They were black, charred, like armor made of burnt wood. Burns, he told himself, panic rising in his chest. 3rd degree. Nerve endings gone. That is why there is no pain. He saw his pocket watch lying in the dirt a few feet away. He reached for it. He needed to know the time. He needed a familiar object to anchor his sanity. Just need to check. His hand reached for the watch, but instead of grabbing it, his fingers dissipate. They turned into white vapor and passed right through the metal casing of the watch. Hinomaru pulled his hand back, staring at it. The smoke swirls and snaps back into the shape of a solid charred hand. The heat, he whispered, blinking rapidly. It is distorting the light. Refraction. My eyes are damaged. Suddenly the air rippled. The beautiful gray snow was disturbed by a sudden, sickening heat. A tear in the spiritual fabric of the world opened up right in front of him. Then, the Devo emerged. It shattered the silence with a sound like grinding metal. It was a demon of the devastation, a sludge-like horror born of the bomb's trauma. It didn't walk. It oozed, a massive shadow against the violet light, its mouth unhinged, a black void hungry for the light of the souls drifting up from the city. It snatched a drifting spirit out of the air. The light vanished. No. Hinomaru's grip tightened on the sword. The beauty of the quiet shattered instantly. Stop it! Rage, hot and blinding, flooded Hinomaru's chest. He didn't care about the goddess's mission. He didn't care about the war. He saw a predator eating the helpless. I said stop.